What's going on, guys? Welcome to DTOM Freedom Talk. Some of you guys, all of you guys who are subscribed to the channel as of right now, I know are moves from my DTOM Knives and Gear channel that I've had for about a year now. I absolutely love knives, certain kinds of gear, and so most of you guys are over here from that, and I really appreciate you. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have 3 videos up as of right now before this one goes up. One of them has already been taken down. One of the original videos that I posted was about COVID and the debacle, my thoughts about it. And I thought whenever I was making that video that I was very clear, but it got taken down because of misinformation, and that's how they do it, right? So this channel will be moving to Rumble in the near future. I got to figure out, Rumble, because I started an actual Rumble account under the DTOM Freedom Talk, but haven't posted anything on there. And so when that happens, I will, of course, let you guys know, because that was awful fucking quick. I thought that it would take longer than that for them to do this, but I actually was honestly not expecting it wholeheartely because of the way that I was talking in that video, because I am not anti-vax. I am not a COVID denier. I am a lover of freedom. And so I was trying to point out, and then of course in that video, some of these mandates and stuff are ticking me off. And then I had the next video about Joe Biden's mandate on the vaccinations for everyday Americans with anybody of employees of 100 or less. And so that one's probably going to get taken down too. So anyways, the censorship, which is YouTube, is a crock of shit. So they take down anybody who has an opinion that differs from their own. This video obviously will be taken down probably even quicker, so maybe you guys will see this and maybe you won't. But they censor anything that they don't like as far as there. So it's a public platform, right? But they have certain rules and guidelines, which, okay, that's cool. If you're on here, spouting racist rhetoric or threatening people and whatnot, yeah, you shouldn't be able to post that on a platform like this. It is owned; it's a private company, right? But censoring ideas or thoughts or opinions that differ from their political ones is a problem, and it's an ongoing problem. Facebook does it. YouTube does it, Twitter does it, all these big tech companies, they do it. And why do they do it? You know exactly why. They want to shut up an opposition. They want everybody to be sheep. Everyone just needs to listen to either CNN, ABC, and if on the other end, Fox News. And they want everybody to just see that. And that's it. That's what you're supposed to believe. That's what you're supposed to do. You say, I say, you do. That's what it is. Because like I said, you get biases on both sides, even Fox News. Somebody who just watches Fox News, I think you're doing yourself a very big disservice. You need to watch everything. Even, in my opinion, outside the United States, newscasts, the BBC, Australia, all these different newscasts who actually report on things that happen here, I highly encourage you to do that to get an overall view of what maybe the truth is, because they're not telling you the truth. That is for sure. We already know about the COVID-19 debacle that we have been lied to quite often when it comes to the CDC, FDA, Mr. Fauci. It's us. Yes, I'm saying it, YouTube. I just have to say, I do this a lot on my other channel where I just kind of stop before I end a video and I say, fuck YouTube and Google. And I absolutely mean it. The people at YouTube and at Google are absolute fucking horrible human beings because they are censoring opposition. I mean, that's what this country is based off of. It's the same thing in our colleges right now. If you have a different opinion than the mainstream opinion, then you are evil. You're either racist, homophobic, Islamophobic. You're a COVID denier. You're anti-vax. You're all these certain things because you have a difference of opinion. It's absolutely just mind-blowing that people are actually, I guess, influenced enough by and only single-minded to be able to only believe the media. It's really, really a problem in our country. That is why it is our responsibility as parents to teach our children to think for themselves, to get information and make their own choices, their own decisions about policy, their own decisions about morality. It is... It's funny and it's not. Whenever it happened, of course, I had the opportunity to dispute it. I disputed it, and within like an hour, they came back and said, no, it missed our guidelines for misinformation. I'm going to try to put that video up on Rumble whenever I get to that point, so maybe you can see and how that video was and how there was no misinformation. I specifically said I am not a doctor. I am not an expert in anything. These are my opinions, right? And then a lot of stuff that I even quoted for statistics and whatnot came from the fucking CDC. So anyways, it's been a problem. I voiced my opinion on my other channel because YouTube actually demonetized another knife channel. The most wholesome guy you'll ever see as far as in this country, because I've got a dirty mouth. I say fuck this and fuck that and goddamn this and goddamn that. I say it a lot on my channel. This guy, most wholesome guy, but he had like 50,000 subscribers at the time. Metal Complex. If you know knives and stuff, you know who he is. And they demonetized him because they didn't like. They said knives were weapons, and so that was why. But even though there's hundreds of fucking channels that do knife reviews, myself included, which will more than likely be taken down soon because of this channel and everything. So I'm not afraid of that. I'll probably move everything to Rumble before too long. It's definitely, it would be a transition and stuff. I have a lot of great friends that I've met in the YouTube community and in the knife community. And I know a lot of you, like I said, I know most of you are here from that, and I really, really appreciate the support there. And when I move to Rumble, I hope that you guys will move me there, share the videos to get the name out, because I've never been on Rumble. I don't even really know how it works yet, but I'll find out. But anyways, wanted to give you an update that, yes, my original video on COVID was taken down by the communists over at YouTube. And so we will expect more of that. I'm going to be posting videos anyways, and if they get taken down, they get taken down before I actually move to Rumble. But I just think it's interesting, and we need to wake up as Americans. We need to wake up, even if you don't agree with me on my stances, my policies and all that stuff. It should actually aggravate everyone, because they could, it's just as easy flip it around and censor you and your beliefs and your policy, the policies that you want in America. So remember that the First Amendment is a right. But you have to be able to listen to other people's opinions without losing your shit and taking people down and crying in the corner and needing safe spaces. That needs to happen because the First Amendment means that somebody can be speaking and boil my blood with what they're spewing, which happens often. But they have the right to do it. Why would I try to silence their opinion when they have the right to do it? I might disagree. We might try to have a conversation to change each other's minds, which of course is what I said in my original video, that we don't have civil debate anymore about the particular issues. It's always, you're a sumbitch, you don't know what you're talking about, follow the fucking science. Nobody likes to have civil debate anymore, to be respectful, but to try to figure out maybe there's some common ground there. It doesn't happen. That was really the goal of the channel, was to kind of do that. Of course, now the videos are going to be a lot of fuck YouTube. Because, I've hated the company for a long time. And when I started the YouTube channel for my knife channel, I didn't even want to monetize the channel because I don't fucking like these people. But they ended up putting ads on people's channels anyway. And I was like, well, okay, fuck them. If I'm going to do it, I'll get a little bit of money for it. I was like, I was making a certain amount. But then when I really started going with the fuck YouTube and saying certain things, boy, that just dropped like crazy. And anyway, it's funny. I mean, like I said, it's not just YouTube. It's Facebook. It's YouTube. It's Twitter. The other day, I had posted on Facebook. There was Facebook is actually, and I bet you YouTube is actually doing this as well, where they're actually saying that. Do you know somebody who's overly prepared, and talking about them being domestic terrorists? Like, they're people that are overly prepared being domestic terrorists. I'm a prepper. Okay, I don't do a whole lot of prepping videos and whatnot, but I am a prepper. I like to be prepared. And because you're prepared, you are now a domestic terrorist in the eyes of Facebook and probably all these other platforms that if you're prepared, you must be a Trumper or something. And they just, obviously, they hate that. I'm not a fan of Trump, guys. Like, I voted for him twice because the other people were shit. So I'm not like a huge, he did a fucking awesome job in office. That I can say. But as far as, I don't like Trump. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't like him in person, but he fucking did a great job with this country. And definitely didn't destroy it like Mr. Joe Biden has been doing. The Afghan debacle, what he's doing with COVID and the mandates, it's absolutely absurd that our leader of this country is just brushing off civil liberties. That should scare everybody, no matter what side of the aisle that you're on. It should scare everybody, because guess what? If he can do it, then so can the next guy. So we have to fight back for this. I want everybody to fight back from all these mandates. Don't quit your job. Don't do that. Make them fire you. I'm lucky enough to work in a state and with an employer that's not going to be an issue. But if it is for you, we got to stand behind mainly our healthcare workers, because our healthcare workers are also mandated. It doesn't matter about the employee size or where you're at. If you're a healthcare worker, it's going to be mandated. We need to fight back. We need to help these people stand up for freedom, because there are thousands of healthcare workers out there that are doing that right now, and thousands of healthcare workers that are in fear for their job. You know, when an actual government entity says, do this, or I'm taking away your livelihood, that should scare everybody. Everybody. And if it doesn't, we need to read back through history and what tyranny is. Look up tyranny in the dictionary, and this is what this is, guys. It's tyranny. And guess what? The patriots of this country are paying attention and starting to fight back, and you will not win. It will not happen. You will not win. We have to stand up and fight, not like physical violence, but fight back mainly in the voting booths. That's what we do. Local elections is where it starts. There's such a low number of people that vote in the local elections in their state, and that is a problem. We need to first start there, getting the people in office. Look, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody who is actually in politics. No matter if they're Democrat or Republican, they all fucking are liars. So we need to go by the context of what they've done. Not what they say they're going to do in the campaign, but what they've done in the past that proves that they are the mindset that you are. Mainly me, freedom. That's all I care about. Freedom is way more important than safety. And that means gun violence, that people trying to take away the Second Amendment. That means safety from a pandemic, which we're obviously seeing with COVID. And if we let them get away with it now, what happens with the next virus, right? I mean, what happened? Because it's going to happen. It's just inevitable. So anyways, guys, stay strong, stay safe, keep fighting the good fight. Hey, YouTube, you're not going to be able to shut me up. You can take my videos down all you want, but you're not going to shut me up. I'm still going to be able to speak. And maybe on a different platform that actually likes this kind of stuff, likes for people to be able to put their ideas out there, even if it differs from theirs. Freedom is way more important, and I wish that you would, get that through your thick skull, that people's different opinions do matter. It actually helps with debate. Then all you're doing is creating sheep, and I fucking hate your guts. I mean, you guys are goddamn awful. So anyways, stay safe, guys, in this crazy world that we are living in, and we will see you in the next one.